My brothers and sisters in the Lord Jesus Christ, grace and peace to you. I'm Apostle George Harrison. Let's look at Matthew's Gospel, chapter 24, and verse 24. For there shall arise false Christ and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. Now, in another one of the clips, we're reading from 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And in verse 3 it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. You know, there shall always, there's been since the Lord Jesus' time, but more so in nowadays, false Christ. People that'll say, hey, I'm specifically sent by God and there is no other. And then there are false apostles and false prophets and false preachers and teachers, but there are also false believers. There's falsity all over the place. And one way you'll know things are false is because who are people drawing attention to, themselves or to the Lord? And also the Lord Jesus said, you'll know one is false or one is true by their fruits. By the fruit. Does that fruit glorify Jesus? Is the individual bringing attention to themselves? Or are they bringing attention to the Lord Jesus Christ? Are they glorifying him? Or are they glorifying themselves? But there shall be a great deception through signs and wonders. And thank God, if there are false signs and wonders, that means there has to be true signs and wonders. True, genuine signs and wonders are signs and wonders that manifest to glorify one person and one person only, and that's Jesus Christ. Never to glorify a person, but to glorify the Lord Jesus Christ. But to glorify the Lord Jesus Christ. You know, part of this great deception that's coming is through Nephilim spirits, through artificial intelligence, or so-called. But however, the Nephilim, those fallen angels, the ones that were in Genesis, the ones that the Lord Jesus told about, he said in the last days it'd be like in the days of Noah. People will be eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. You know, they'll be carousing about in all kinds of carnal things. And because of this, they'll give themselves over. In the book of Daniel, he said that their seed wouldn't mix with the seed of men. Well, what seed? We're talking about Nephilim, which will produce great deception. And part of the great deception that's coming is through religion. It looks like it has a form of godliness, but it denies power. I'm only telling you these things to prepare your heart. And as you seek the Lord and dig and research as he leads you, he'll bring you into greater and greater understanding. Again, this is your brother. Shalom, shalom.